Okay, this has been a long time coming, and I do apologize for those of you who have been waiting anxiously to see what's been happening. I can't believe it's been this long since I've posted a video, and I have tons of photos and videos I can do a compilation on. But what I realize is that I'm just going to get to the punchline first and then follow up with maybe some of the how-tos. It happened. But this is, as of December 16th, 2020, this is where we are in our remodel of our 100-year-old home. And so I'm gonna start at the front door and show you guys. Okay, so this is the living room. And what has been done here is a complete paint. The carpets have been pulled, so the wood floor has been cleaned and shined a little, but it does actually, underneath this fabulous rug, need some work done. So that's going to be a spring project. If you remember right, we were left 2 pieces of furniture. Well, 3 actually. This is the couch. It actually ended up being a sleeper couch, crazy enough. And then this is a lounging, sorry, I'm going to back up, a lounging chair. I didn't want to spend money on furniture right now, so I invested in covers that go with my whole theme, color-wise, and it's amazing. I love it. Repurposed this little nightstand and colored, took the paint and made it into the color scheme. And then this was a lamp that I had purchased at a secondhand store. I think it was Goodwill. And so again, just repainting it. Took traditional curtain rods, what we know, and I just painted them one of the colors in this room. And speaking of which, the 3 colors that I'm utilizing are orange and turquoise, and then the deep dark gray. And the focus on this room is actually the orange, and there's a reason for that. My $20 tree from Dollar General, love it. Now I'm probably super excited about these 2 pieces just to share. My sister had an old coffee table that she was getting rid of and asked me if I wanted it for the house. I said, absolutely. And she had also given me a bunch of wood from an old barn that had been torn down. And so my papa and I took that wood, ran it through a planer, and then attached it to the coffee table, which I think it looks amazing, and then use Danish oil to finish it off, which is fabulous. So probably the next thing is the TV stand. So what happened here was I fell in love with the coffee table so much, and I was having such a hard time figuring out what to do with the TV, that I went and searched through all my wood, found some more pieces. Literally all of this is junk wood. But when you have a purpose and a mission, you can actually have some fun. So the same wood coming in, making it tall enough so that it's just below the windows, and then, I don't know, just coming in with the same color scheme, and I love it so much. Started my cross wall. I probably should back up just a little bit, and love the cross wall. And again, those 2 pots were ones I had. I just came in and recolored them. And so I love it. Now, the other thing I want to show you is, so because it's a 100-year-old home, one of the things that was so amazing about it was some of the light fixtures, but they were old and they needed updated. So I have to show you. I didn't want to throw them away. This was the light cover that hung in my office, and I thought it was so stunning, and it was breaking my heart. And so because it had a point on it, I took one of my old serving dishes, set it on there, and made it a potpourri holder. So is that just fun? Okay, I'll make the next video just do each room individually, but looking forward to it. Okay, so just immediately off of the front door, is off to the left, is our guest room. I'm keeping the carpet in here right now. Honestly, haven't done really anything to this room. The walls are still the green. What I have done is made up the bed just to make it pretty. And my dad donated to me a couple of dressers, so I'm probably going to refurbish them. And then from a previous videos, you should be familiar with my sconces that I've got to hang in my lovely little things. So yeah, okay, so then that pretty much covers the guest bedroom. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, immediately off of the living room, right straight into the dining room. Now, not a lot has been done in here. It will be one of the next projects. It will be painted the same color scheme as the living room. So we'll make that transition there. The carpet will be pulled up. So we'll absolutely do this. They had a table that I have it covered obviously right now that have been left in the kitchen. It's such a cute and quaint table that I had to keep it. And it actually has been really amazing in this corner just for little sit down project things that I needed to do. These chairs, they were in the dump. And somebody was getting rid of them back home in Arizona. And I took all 4 chairs and swapped them. So we did take out the mini blinds. I'm not a big mini blind person. I went old school pull down shades. Love them. And I'll be coming in with some long curtains in here and doing that. Then the other thing was, if you remember the old entertainment center, it was atrocious. It was dirty. I took it, and first thing I did was I removed the glass doors that were right here, and then I took and sanded it completely down, then took Danish oil to it. And I'm actually using this as a buffet and a holder, so it's holding like my bread machine and stuff. And then of course a display for photos and things along that line. Temporarily I have this mirror up here. It's way too high here, so I'm going to be moving this stand over to the wall between my office and the closet, and then that mirror will actually become a focal point, because guys, look at that mirror. It's so gorgeous. And again, this was an amazing donation from my dad. Okay, probably I would say this project here is, man, I want you to, this is teak, and this is teak. Everything on the outside is teak. The middle leg is teak. And so what does that mean? Well, some friends of ours, before they moved to California a few years back, had a teak table in their backyard that needed remodeled. And they gave it to me. And I'm like, yeah. So I took it and sanded it down and did it and used it outside in Arizona. And then I put the wrong stain on it. So then it totally needed redone. So I decided to deconstruct it, because I was like, wow, the wood on this is phenomenal. What would happen if I created another table? And so I took all the teak wood, and then wood that I collected, wood that also had been given to me for my crosses that I still make, but I swapped some of it out to be able to, I wanted to build a farmhouse table that I could seat 10 people at. And I originally intended to use those chairs, but they were too low for this table. Well, I swapped out. My sister literally had the perfect chairs, so I'm paying her money for those chairs. And then we'll be making 4, what I'm going to call individual piano bench style seating. And so this will seat 10 people. And that has been my dream. For those who know me, I love having people over, but I hate separating people when you're eating, because so much conversation happens around the dinner table. I mean, that's what the first church did. Church was sitting around breaking bread together and talking and discussing, and that's really what I love. And I'm going to actually take all the chairs, if you can see how I have distressed this one, and I'm taking it down and doing it because then it really pulls out these light colors in the table. So it's definitely one of my favorites. I'll just rehash, since I'm right here, My office, I've reorganized it, or reorganized it since last showing it to you guys. So it's good. It's probably the last two things in here are building my floating shelves, which will hold all of my books. And I got my banner up that has my logo and my scripture from Psalm 1:3 on it. Okay, let's look at the next one. The kitchen. Okay, can I just say that I didn't realize how much I valued a kitchen until I lived in chaos of not really having a functional kitchen. So I'm just going to kind of step back and show you what has been done. Let's start with the first. We've painted the walls and the trim, done the two-tone in it, and love it. And what I'm doing for the cabinets is I'm doing a two-tone cabinet. So the dark on the bottom, and all of them will have those same handles, and then light on the top. However, I'm not closing in all of it. I'm only going to close in this one, and then these two, and then these two right here. And then I'm going to actually leave that open because I love that look. And the whole theme actually came around these Pioneer Woman towels because I love the vibrant color. And so I found these curtains that were so perfect for it. I put vinyl here because they had two handles there and I didn't like it, and I love the vinyl there. Yeah, matching curtain there. This is my wall and I love this. Welcome to our home sweet home. You all come eat. Grace and amen. And then I have my do not forget sign. All of my Christmas decor, seriously, all came from Dollar General, pretty much across the board. And they had some great stuff. So I loved it. So yeah, so let me show you probably the latest one, and that is the laundry room. Okay, not gonna lie, my mom has been doing my laundry since October. Or no, yeah, since October. So my husband got to come in this last weekend, and so before we got here, we actually flip-flopped our color scheme and did the dark. Now I still haven't done the light color, but you get the concept because it was white. We came in and I laid a floor and put in our washer and dryer. So it is a fully functioning laundry room, and it's amazing, not gonna lie. Okay, next to last, but not necessarily last, the master bedroom. This was the first thing that really became a priority. For those of you who know, I had a bed design in mind, and it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. My brother had a storage shed that he was getting rid of, and gave me the wood. So we sanded it down and created a complete wood wall off of that. Then went in with this 1/4 inch mahogany paneling. And the only thing I'm going to do to it is just clear coat it to seal it. Put my crosses up. And I would say the very last amazing thing was these nightstands that were built from the same wood. And we have matching nightstands for both my husband and I. And it's, yeah, this home has become home. The closet, there's two closets, but this is the one that we went in and we did the dark paneling for, or excuse me, the dark painting. And then it's just been completely reconfigured. This is my, okay, so I have to share. I always wanted an earring rack. So this is actually a thread spool holder for seamstresses. And I've screwed it into the wall. I really should paint it, but I haven't done that yet. But it's a $10 inexpensive, perfect necklace holder. So, yeah, gone in, seriously, the bar is literally just resting on the shelf. Totally got to get that fixed. But again, it's home to me, and I love it. So let's look at the last piece that we've done. this is the guest bathroom. And really the only thing that has been done is we've gotten rid of the navy, deep dark navy that was on top. Built a double angle chair rail and painted it to match, so it really set that off. And then these were two paintings that I had done in a workshop that I taught on, you know, like one of the paint night things. And so it was perfect because the colors in it literally match the peacock, and I did not plan that. So I wish I could tell you I did. So the plan is we're going to put a pedestal sink in, probably do the floor in the same exact thing that we did the laundry room floor in, because we really liked it, and it was a waterproof floor. And then I'm going to take, here we are again. So then I'm going to take these two shelves. I took the doors off, going to leave them off and actually make them a presentation for towels and decorative. And then I'll come back in and paint all this storage. And that's one of the things, is there's some phenomenal storage here, and I really, really love it. So that's the status of the house today, guys. Got dark there, sorry about that. I hope that it was worth the wait to see what's been happening in here, and that you love it as much as I do. And yeah, it was really nice sharing it with you guys. And most of it's been just labor. I mean, obviously paint is expensive if you buy good paint, which you need to buy good paint when you're doing stuff like this. I would say that's the most expensive part of this entire project, because the rest of it has been slave labor of my parents. And I've been so grateful that they've been here and just kind of on this journey with me. Zeke has been amazing. Like, when Zeke came into our lives, I didn't understand why God said yes until I got here and realized that for a period of time I would be here alone, and that Zeke has been the best companion ever. My husband put in a dog door on the back porch area, a utility room, whatever you want to call it. So that's just been super cool, just in that side of things. So thanks for joining me on the journey, and I'm going to upload other short snippets of just like what the process looked like, because there were moments I've been living in chaos. Let's just say that. Okay, love you guys. Bye.